Welcome to another episode of the Angels Positivity and Love Show. Incredible guests the world over with amazing insights and super high vibe. We'll call it their heart, but we'll call it their unique life frequency. They found a way to tap into their unique life path. They love helping others. Most folks are giving service to others. We've had a White House physician to the US president from, I think, 1994 to 2001. Three presidents come on, Rear Admiral retired, still practicing medicine in Arizona. We've had Australian actor Ian Stenlake, if you know Sea Patrol or all the musicals down under. We've had a Good Morning America reporter and just many others. A lot of high Weather Channel meteorologist, Heather Tesh. She's awesome. We've had a lot of amazing guests, and when you see them on again, it means they're amazing, truly amazing. Just very thankful to have them on. Viki Scudiery is on. She's out of New York City. Her and Alexander Dunlop run the Source Cards, Source Healing. She's an energy healer, intuitive healer, and much more. She helps people let go of what they think their issues are, what's confronting them, so they can get everything sorted and move forward in life, discover more, discover their own hearts. She's really good at what she does. She's a singer, model, and again, much more. She's worn a bunch of hats. She did graduate from the Barbara Brennan School of Healing, which I only learned today. And we've had about three guests from that school, and they are also all wonderful. Barbara Brennan, who's passed over, has done a wonderful job teaching people the intuitive arts. Viki, great seeing you. We're taping in December. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Michael, for having me on the show. I'm so grateful to be here, and happy holidays to you as well, and to everybody.
Well, and we miss Alexander. He's got a permanent invite to come on solo anytime, and then the two of you anytime as well. Okay, let's do the $1 trillion question first. This is looming large, I think, in everyone's life, whether they know it or not. There's something just called mankind. There's a slipstream of consciousness. There's a slipstream of unconsciousness that's permanent. Love is a constant around us, and we have a lot of details happening. Big cities, foreign countries, war, a lot of judging going on. What's this all about for humanity? Are we ready for more compassion, kindness, letting go, more awareness?
Absolutely, we are ready. And it really starts with the individual. This is just so important, and it start with us, that compassion for ourselves. You can't really have compassion for another person if you can't have compassion for yourself. So, a big part of my healing, I've done a lot of, you know, workshops, Barbara Brennan, Theta healing, learning tools, learning how to restructure an energy field and things like that. But I have found that some of the deepest healing work is really acceptance and not judging oneself. So to really accept all of oneself, all the feelings, all the experiences, the trauma, the wounding, like everything that one goes through, to really, people often like push their feelings down, numb their feelings out, want to forget about an experience, or say a mantra all day long, like to make themselves feel better, which is great to say mantras, but at the same time, if saying a mantra is actually avoiding and a facade, and it's avoiding like deeper levels of our humanness and our human being, then it's important to really go inside of ourselves to find the compassion for ourselves, to acknowledge and honor and witness all of our emotions, all of us, and to let go of self judgment. So it does start there. And the more we start to do that for ourselves, I feel like then at that point, we can bring that to the outer world, because the outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So it starts with us.
What have you had to let go of in the last either 6 months, year, or 5 years that then, now that you look back, it propelled you forward into a broader existence or a bigger foundation?
Rage, actually. I've had a lot of experience with, there's a lot of aspects to this. First of all, I believe very strongly that I'm 57 and I've been in menopause since, I don't know, 2016. That's a long time already. And I've found that a lot. I've had a lot of hormonal, changes, obviously, and a lot of anger and rage coming to the surface. So first of all, I've heard this from other women going through menopause. I feel like there is a correlation at this point in in life, for that women go through to unleash feelings that have been stored that they haven't fully processed. with having hormonal like imbalances and things like that. But for me, it just like all of a sudden, like I just started having these things come up for myself, like, wow, who knew this was here? Like, and I really need to, uh, you know, let it go in a healthy way. Like not rip someone's head off, like my husband or somebody, that I love, right? But to be really honest with myself if I'm holding any resentment or anything from my past, like to really like, okay, honor myself in that and feel my anger. And then when I do that, I move through it. So it just catapults me, forward because I'm not like, it's the same thing I just said before, right? It's like I'm using myself as an example, something that I've been through myself is like that, you know, when I see that in myself, when I see, wow, I am feeling like some resentment from this past experience and feeling angry about it, can I actually just feel the anger and the experience, acknowledging that I went through that and I feel angry about it, and then all of a sudden something shifts
Mm.
and there's a softening that happens when we actually really address it and look at it and feel it. So it's been hugely healing for me to have that come up. I'm grateful for it because I'm seeing things I didn't wasn't aware of that I was doing to myself. And then again it catapults me, to the next level in a way. Like I feel more peace, I feel more expansion, I can feel way more love um as that energy and those feelings move, because there's more space to feel love, to feel self-love, to feel love from someone else, to feel, God's love. I like to use the word God, source, creator, um just to feel that in every cell of my being. It makes that room for that to come in.
Beautiful. Feel what you feel. Do not judge. With your permission, and this is another $1 trillion question, is love the fabric of the universe?
Oh, yes, that's wonderful. Yes, I would say so.
Okay,
Yes,
but
that's
here's the 999 billion part of it. How do you know?
Listen, for me, I go by what I feel, like what we all have a guidance system, and I don't think that our guidance systems are all the same. Like we have different ways of perceiving things. Some people feel things emotionally, people feel things in their physical body, some people have intuitive thoughts, some people just have a direct knowing, so it's like a combination of those things. And I think we can have all of them, but some people are stronger in some than others. So for me, I feel like, when you say something, like I'll just be like, like I feel it in my body. So is that the truth across the board all over the universe? I don't know. Is it true for me? Yep, it sure is. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, beautiful. If you want to try to describe the cosmos, the other side, spirit world, the cavalry, no offense to the Native American chiefs who are part of my cheerleading squad, but how do you like to describe loving beings, whether it's angels, guides, ancestors? Could you do some painting of the picture there?
I often see beings and they're like light beings, like an outline of light. Different beings have a different form. So like if I see Archangel Michael, it's like this big, big energy, huge energy. It feels like power. It feels very safe. So if I'm looking for like safety, structure. I don't like to use the word protection. I like safe feels better. I'm going to call on Archangel Michael. When I call in my guides, it's a little bit different of a feeling. I just feel them physically next to me. My guides, I should say, let me clarify that. I call them my healing and clearing guides. I have two, and they help me do all of my healings. And so it's more of a physical feeling. I feel them with me. They kind of just come in front of me. They're like, "What's up? Let's go. Let's get to work," um, so yeah, it's like, and I see it like when I see a lot of beings, I'll see like a group of people or I'll see like a group of spirits. Like I just see all the outlines, like light being outlines in front of me in the middle of this beautiful midnight sky, like the universe, you know? just kind of flying around and all connected to each other. I mean, now that I'm like, well, I'm tuning into it now, so I'm just seeing like all these little light beams connecting everybody. Just everybody, just tiny, thin little lights connecting everybody. You know.
Yay. Uh, I'm going to give definitions of healing, and I'd love to get your reaction or whatever just comes from it, even if you take us in a different direction. So I
Okay.
think I've had these for like 20, 25 years, and I'll read anywhere from 2 to 5 of these, depending. And just you can agree with them, disagree, be like, I love them all, but wherever it takes you. Okay, a healer is simply someone who helps a person confront opposing forces within him or herself to promote health. A true healer kindles the power already within another. A healer is someone who is able to raise their frequency to connect to the source, light energy, while keeping themselves clear and fully connected. They use this elevated frequency to help others directly or indirectly. And I'll do two more. When you are a healing presence, you are an artist. And here's one more. In American society, we think something's happening when there's talking. In Native American tribes, something's happening when there is silence. Okay, what's your reaction to any or all of
Yes,
those?
yes, 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 yes. I love that. I love all of them. I love all of them. The artist one, wow, it's like that's really beautiful. I never really heard of it like that. The silence, that's huge. That just made me like react like that. The silence, I love that because even like before we started this recording, you were moving me through some beautiful interactions with seeing angels, and I mean, really beautiful. You do that so wonderfully. And it was a lot of it's a lot of information, like a lot of questions or like intentions, like try, to do. And I just kept hearing like to just like feel and not be in my head, and that was that's huge for me because yes, you were talking and I was responding. So there were words. But my point just being like the silence or the stillness was where my body, mind, spirit, emotions wanted to go in order to fully receive you. And if I tried to make sense of things that you were saying in my thoughts, I think it would have like spun me out and I would not have been able to really fully understand what was happening. So I love that last one that you said about, the silence because uh, I feel that very strongly about, stillness and silence. So much happens in the stillness. So much profound healing happens in the stillness.
And it's incredible you switched to stillness because it was silence in the quote, but you're absolutely correct because
Oh, yeah.
for 15 years I've been doing this here, and there are these three Native American chiefs. Maybe we're going to be bringing them on later. Del Knife, Red Shirt, Geronimo. It's the only restriction I have. I'm looking on a wall where they're in light energy form. If this is light energy form for angels, I'm supposed to only use their historical photos. I'm never allowed to show that photo on TV or whatever you call this. Um, and so they said once, there's no such thing as silence. There's only stillness. And that has always stuck with me. It takes me 10 years to absorb something like that. But you just switched the word over to stillness. And that was going to be the next question. So you've answered it for us. Did you want to add one more thing about stillness or just growing your inner fearless, peaceful warrior? Grow your awareness, not your thinking, is another expression they said. How about you add something in there?
Just, I mean, you're, I'm kind of blown away by this because, it's so true that the silence, there isn't really silence with the stillness because there is so much information going on in the stillness, no matter what. Like, even if it's just the slightest humming of the refrigerator in the back, like there is, or the stillness in the body, you're still breathing. There's still going to be sound. So, it's really receiving. There's a sense of receiving. That's what I'm feeling like in the stillness. There's some sense of taking in the stillness and
Well,
deep connection.
Well, let's go carousel or game show here. And by that, I just mean we're spinning the wheel, the twister wheel, anything you want to call it. We'll take some little steps with the universe, with angels, and you'll just take us where you want. But I'll do something simple that we do a lot on the show. I'll light some sage. I'm in Texas. You're in New York. I spent 20 years in New York, um, or 21 years, something like that. Here's the sage. I got a red-tailed hawk feather. If you've never watched the show before, don't be shocked, but time and space isn't what you think. You can smell this anywhere if you're in Hamburg, Christchurch, Tokyo, and it's 2035 the year. It doesn't matter. Time and space isn't what you think it is because it ain't about thinking. Okay, here we go. Just ask angels to make it nice. Loving beings get you out of your head into your heart. Your heart knows how to smell this through two screens. You did this before the show. You've done this before. And hopefully you'll be doing it again with Alexander on the show when you guys come back. Here's the sage, but why just settle for sage? Not that it's not amazing when you can have sage flowers in an ocean from some exotic place. Bora Bora, not boring. And let us know when you've got it, and I'll snub this out, but let us know when you also got extra.
I got it.
Awesome. And are you getting anything else like flowers, light on the eyelids, or hearing ocean
Well, I'm
waves?
getting flowers, but also you mentioned strawberries before, and I still am smelling the strawberries, which is just it's so strong, the smell of strawberries.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet, this sweetness.
We get wisps sometimes from the smoke when I don't stub it out, but we also get balls of light flying by, which is fun. Angels most of the time. Okay,
Yeah.
one other interactive. I didn't do this before the show, but this is a walk in the park. It's just selenite, a wand, stick, point, whatever you're supposed to call it. He talks, and you can catch a vibrational. You can hear him as a like what dolphins do, acoustic, like a sound bowl bath. You went to a show, and you
Mhm.
can have that come in your ear, but he'll talk plain English in the other ear. And if you want to put your hand out, let's juggle five balls at once. Just feel him through the palm, and it might be her. Who knows? Um, Let me know when you get the sound bowl acoustic version, and especially with all your musical background talent. And anybody who needs help at home, breathe through the mouth. 1 millimeter is enough. Just slightly. That's just dropping into your field. And then what am I supposed to say? Oh, and he'll talk, so you can actually get something from him that you could share with all of us. And lastly, you can get crystal light, no pun with the lemonade. You can get crystal light on your eyelids, or you can feel it swirling around you. So it's a multi-sensory experience. Vicky, I talked long enough for you to start getting the interaction. What are you getting?
Let's see if I can do this. Um, ooh, ooh.
That works. That totally works.
Ooh, ooh. It's even higher than that. It's so high. It's a really high. Ooh, ooh.
And I don't know what to, you can get, is it more female? Is it more neutral? Is it more
It
male?
did feel somewhat female to me.
Okay.
When you said it, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
What does she say to all of us for life advice? I know this is going to be crazy. We're listening to Selenite, but I think why not? Everything talks. If we're from India, we believe it usually. What are you getting from the
I
Selenite?
just keep hearing peace of mind, get out of your head, which I'm going to say that correlates to that tone in some way. The highest tone is somewhere up here. It's probably higher than that. But yeah, to get out of your thoughts, to get out of your mind and out of your thoughts, and you are not your thoughts.
Oh, bravo. And that's straight out of, that's a either cutscene from Peaceful Warrior, the movie. Gymnastics, it looks like, with Nick Nolte, Scott Meklowitz, Amy Smart. But it's really a deeply spiritual movie. And you can meet the angel who is the gas station attendant, played by Nick Nolte. It's like an adult Karate Kid movie. But it's really even though it's gymnastics, like a Karate Kid sports movie, totally
Wow.
spiritual. It's good.
I need to see that.
If you could cup your hands like you're in the shower
Oh,
capturing water right in front of you, you can be off camera, it doesn't matter. Allow for the selenite, I'm going to lose the English. Let the crystalline energy come in as a light form swirling in your hands. So she'll make the light from her selenite energy into your hands. Just say, got it when you got it.
got it.
Hey, and enjoy it and then have an interaction. If my suggestion would be when you're done, bring it into your heart and have a quantum explosion cellular level of selenite and have the most grooviest weekend and maybe healing, light and love to anybody who needs healing around you immediately coughing. And one last bit of wisdom from like this is like going to a dance, and luckily somebody lent you a pair of dance shoes and you didn't know you were going to go dancing. What's your extra takeaway from all this? What do you want to share with us that's some extra wisdom from that experience just now?
Everything is energy. I mean, it's just intention and energy. I mean, you just told me to do that, and I just felt selenite energy washing through my hands counterclockwise, going up into my arms, into my shoulders so powerfully.
You're giving
And
me
I feel
chills.
like we hold a lot here. I know I do, and I think a lot of people do. And that was just so like incredibly powerful through your intention to feel that energy going up into my body. And then I felt it expanding into my heart and then expanding out into my whole room and house and
Ooh, you've
everybody.
been frying me the whole time you're talking. Okay, let's get you serious. And I'm not talking
No, I
Omega,
don't want to do that.
Andromeda. Yeah. I did have a question. I've gone completely blank, but I do. Oh, I know. Source cards, source
Yes,
healing. Can you,
yes.
this isn't meant to be a plug, but can you describe how you and Alexander help others, both individually and jointly as a team, and how people can reach out to you?
Absolutely. So the regular deck of playing cards that we play, gin rummy, go fish, poker, are actually an ancient system of knowledge that reflects life on Earth. We have a life path of 13 plus cards to play, and it's all based on our date of birth. So I believe as a soul, we choose our birthday and we choose to come in to play these cards. The each card is a symbol, it's a patterning. So let me just show you, I'll just show you mine if I can find it. It's hiding. um, for example, I'm born June 12th. My birth card is the Five of Diamonds. Fives are about being out of the box, searching for the mysteries of life, being a change agent, showing a fresh, new perspective of something. Diamonds represent what you value most in your life, anything you can perceive with your five senses, anything of this physical reality. So I'm a change agent. The perfect example is that I am here talking about the regular deck of playing cards in a completely new way than most people know about it. So that would be like living my life's purpose and, playing my cards well. On the low side, I can spin and spin and spin in that five energy, like going crazy, spinning out of my body. A lot of my life, I was out of my body as a kid, very fearful, kind of out of my body. That would be a five kind of thing to do. So it's really important for me to stay grounded in my body, to stay centered in my body, and to focus on the present moment and to be present. So we have this life path of cards. Each card shows a different aspect in this life path. Each card shows a different aspect of our human being. So that's just one of them, the birth card, and what I'm here to shine in the world, how I'm here to shine my light. Then we have cards. There is some overlapping with astrology. For example, there's a Saturn card, and that shows our life lessons and challenges. So this is something that to look at, like someone will experience those life lessons and challenges through their whole lifetime. So to look at that energy pattern could be super helpful to know, why am I going through the same issue over and over and over my whole life? Well, let's look at the Saturn card. Let's see what pattern that is. For me, it's the Two of Clubs, which is about communication and conversation. And I know for me, I spent a lot of my time like not wanting to say what I thought. I would never raise my hand in class, ever, ever, ever. The fact I'm doing this podcast with you is pretty phenomenal for me in the fear I've had in doing this kind of thing. I mean, so I would be terrified. I would never raise my hand in school, even at Barbara Brennan. Even at Barbara Brennan, I got up and talked when I had no choice. You had to get up. You had to like process and, do group processes and facilitate healing, but I still wouldn't raise my hand. So it's fascinating to know that, oh, wow, I need to raise my hand more. It's about communicating and conversation and articulating well. That's going to help me with my challenges in life, like my fears of confrontation or that people will leave me if I say what I really think. But at this point, I'm like, I'm going to say what I think, and everybody has their own opinion. And all I can do is say what I really think and be true to myself and be authentic. So that's where the healing comes in. It's like, can I be true to myself? Can I say, well, I'm going to say this anyway at this table, at this dinner table of all these people who have all these different opinions. I'm going to say what I think too. I would never have done that before. And then it would hurt my physical body.
Hmm.
The card is very connected to our health. So I'm healthier the more I communicate and more conversation I have, the more I say what I think. And it's different for people based on their cards to play. So, if somebody else is playing a different card, they're going to have a different challenge, for themselves. So we teach people how to play their cards right. And we really feel that, like, gosh, if everybody learned how to play their cards well and they knew the energy patterns that were in play for them, it could make this world a better place. There could be more peace, more harmony in interactions because we're playing our energy well and allowing another person to play whatever energy patterns they're playing, and no judgment. Like, I can accept this other person, they're playing different cards than me, and then they accept me more. Like, it's a great tool for healing, transformation, acceptance, not judging someone, not judging oneself, because I was like, oh, those are the energies and patterns in play that person is playing versus the patterns that I'm playing. It's a phenomenal tool for relationship dynamics. It's a phenomenal tool for parenting. Like, if I'm playing a 5 of diamonds, for example, and if I had a kid that was playing the 9 of hearts, heart energy is so different than the diamond energy, right? So it would be for my child to be more focused on emotions and expressing emotions. Of course, it helps us all to express our emotions, right? It's not like one or the other, but it's just a different pattern that in this example that the child is playing from me, for example, right? So how would I would encourage the child, like, to play that card well, as opposed to saying, hey, like, let's do something different, and, like, trying to convince them to do something the way I would do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's an overview.
Yeah, you help people understand the hand they've been dealt
Yes.
and how to own what they've got and then how to move
Yes.
past what are viewed as obstacles, challenges so that it turns into opportunities for growth and expansion so they can live more, love more. It's clear because if people who are watching you right now want to look at Alexander and Viki uh, Dunlop, Scudiery for your last name, but it's Alexander Dunlop. They can check out the source cards. You guys are all over social media. You've done a lot. You've been on a lot of shows,
Yes.
and your website's full of information, and you really do share a lot and do good work for others. Okay, let's pick up a different type of card. It's going to be angels for a second, and I was supposed to do something. I've gone completely blank this whole time. We're going to have you just get something private, get a hug from an angel named Joy. This is actual in light energy form, an angel, but you can see her 50 different ways. Connect however you want to connect. Get something private, get a hug, let us know when you got it.
Got it.
Okay, and then what does she have for all of us that's right in line with what you've been saying?
Well, I feel that my heart just exploding in a way. Like, that light is just like coming right into my heart. So it's just like this opening of love and connection, which we said was the fabric of the universe, love and connecting with people and
And
energies and angels and beings.
I'll do Archangel Michael next. This is an individual photo of him. So just how it is. I know it's a white ball light, like cliche, but that's actually him. Feel what you can feel, but close your eyes and have him give you a vision. You might see him standing in a field. You're out standing in your field with sunflowers, clearly. But have him show up. Anybody at home doing this, close your eyes. Just breathe through your mouth a little extra if you want to drop into your field more. Most of us, I got to remind everybody once a minute to breathe. And that's me too. Get something beautiful, but if you don't mind getting a hand touching your shoulder, you can put a hand out like you're getting 50 bucks off camera. He'll hold your hand physically as a human. I'd do the other hand and let Audrey Hepburn come in, Joy, Charlotte, or Min. So you're getting two different angels holding your hand. We were playing with those angels before the show. And Audrey Hepburn's an angel. People can go to the website, my website. I think I left her on the front page. She's fun. And are you getting a human hand holding your hand, Vicky?
I really feel the shoulders, the energy on my shoulders.
Perfect. And what's Michael have as a reminder for us all?
It's appreciation for nature, for the earth, for Mother Earth. Just like, all I see is all this grass and trees and flowers and it's like magic and beauty and love and expansion. And I really feel this one. I feel this energy in my third eye. It's so interesting, the different where I'm feeling it in my physical body as you do this. And so it's really just, I think we can get so caught up in life and what's going on in the world, and we don't take a step back to just really appreciate ourselves and appreciate the earth, nature. Yeah.
Beautiful. I was supposed to do something else. I've already forgotten it, so this is good. But I'm putting up four angels. Actually, sorry, four angels here, archangels, Joy, Charlotte, and Amin. And yeah, we'll just go with this. What are you getting verbally from them? So what is that? Seven angels, four archangels, three other individual angels. What are you getting verbal? Oh, I know what it was. For humanity, what do we all need to know? With so much tumultuousness, ebb and flow, stress, judging others. If we turn on the TV, we might buy into that fear narrative. What what are these seven angels giving us to kind of let us know we're not alone?
Mm. Well, my first was, to just like follow what feels really good for you, like to really follow. That was the first thing before you said that we're not alone. Follow your excitement, your passion, like what feels good for you. I think that, often it's like that caretaking energy or a martyr kind of energy of like, I should be stressed or I am stressed because this tragic thing is happening. But it's so important for us to like also feel our joy and our passion and our excitement and not like at the expense of something else that's happening. Can we have compassion for something that's happening, but like not have it take us down? you know can we maintain, can we like honor and ourselves and feel good in ourselves if something else is happening that isn't good, that doesn't feel good. It's kind of merging with it, taking it on like it's our responsibility. And of course, like, yes, we're all connected and we're all in this together, but it's not for us to like take on the weight of the world. That's very different, right? Taking on the weight of something versus having compassion, sending love, feeling appreciation for opportunities that might not feel positive, but that are for growth and evolution. That was a mouthful.
Well said. And what experience with the universe can you share that was a direct experience? So it could have been dream time, could have been a relative coming through, but maybe an angel, maybe in full human form, a stranger. You had a flat tire in Connecticut one time, sparkly-eyed guy came along and did everything, but when you turn, they're gone. What's one of those that you could share with us that's not too private?
The one that just keeps popping in, it's similar to what you're saying. I had a friend whose son, he was probably 5 at the time. This is when I first started healing, and I was not I hadn't gone to Barbara Brennan yet, and I was always very intuitive and could just know things about people. And my friend calls me like quite distressed, and she says, "Oh, my son is having these awful dreams. He's terrified. He doesn't even want to go to bed. He's having nightmares. I know that you can heal this." So just do it. And I was just like, okay, I was like, okay. So I had been meditating a lot. I definitely, I feel like I'd started reading books about healing and things like that, but I would meditate and I would, could see things in meditation, like energies and like forms of beings, that kind of thing. So I asked him to come in. I said, okay, I'm going to call him in and I'm going to ask that he receive a healing so that he clear whatever this dark energy is that, well, I interpret it as dark energy causing him so much fear and trauma, and give him a healing, kind of thing. And all of a sudden, I just saw his energy body, like I could just in front of me, I saw this outline and all this dark energy, like inside of him. And all of a sudden, it just starts going whoosh, like coming out, like whooshing out, like, and all this stuff, and then going into light and, kind of transmuting in light. And that was pretty much it. Then he had much more space in his energy field, and there was more light. And then I saw light coming into his energy body, and that was it. And it's funny because sometimes I kind of forget what happens because I'm in an altered state, and I'm like, okay, that's done. And then I, say, okay, complete, I did it, kind of thing. And then that was it. He never had another nightmare, and he was fine after that. It was one of my very first experiences of tuning in and learning and, receiving guidance, the guidance and just going with it, Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
I love it.
To have
Um,
that, yeah.
I'm going to put my hands up. I'm going to put up this as a background and do a little aura light frequency showing colors. We did this before the show. We've done it before, I think. If people have seen the movie Celestine Prophecy, great. It's like the jungle scene with the actress from JAG or NCIS with the guy from Band of Brothers. But before they were doing that in the movie, they were doing this in India. They did it in the 70s. I think Sue Frederick was on in 2024 out of Arizona, and she was like, nah, we were doing this in the 70s before the movie existed. In India, they do it this way. I'm going to be standing, so I can't really do it that way. But you get a dad joke, and I'll do a holiday dad joke. Now, people are watching this and it's already 2026, but we're around Christmas. So you're going to get a Christmas Santa joke or something. Here's this. I'll put my fingers up and then we'll go bigger and we'll see what you get. First of all, joke. Santa's reindeer, Blitzen, Dancer, just those two. Why do they drink so much coffee? Because they're Santa's Starbucks. Okay, catch what you can catch. And there'll be a little slipstream of light, but there can be objects and just it can be flares, sparks. What are you getting?
This time I'm seeing a lot more white.
Okay, and that's all the colors combined, so that's big. Rainbow light's the only thing bigger. If people get rainbow light at home, hit pause and go buy lotto tickets. Okay, Viki, what are you getting now?
Swirling light, white light.
Beautiful. You're definitely invited
Nice.
back. Okay. We'll do one more little interactive, and then I was supposed to do something else, but it'll come to me. Uh, yeah, this is all leading to something. I'm so blank today. This is awesome. Okay, I'm going to put my hand up in Texas. If only love and above, not my bill paying side or anything else. If you could do the same and let angels and loving beings and galactic light beings take charge. What are you feeling in New York City?
Oh, it's so interesting. Like I just can't not feel like all the galactic beautiful beings. Like I'm not sure if that's what you mean. Like I'm just seeing all these beautiful beings like above the city.
Oh, and
As
that's
if
what we were
those
supposed to
you know.
do. I was
Oh,
supposed to get
okay.
you a vision of all
Oh,
the,
okay.
yeah,
Okay,
you're
good.
supposed to see them all. That was
I'm
where we were
doing it
going.
correctly.
Okay, so close your eyes, but if you want to do a Middle East desert oasis, like think the biggest hill going down out of Lawrence of Arabia and the oasis. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's a little organized, a lot of water. There's a place of honor for you, and you see thousands of loving light beings, a beautiful bonfire, safe oriental carpet, place of honor. If you want to go there, oh, my hand's getting hot. I'm gonna blow and whoosh a few times to help push a little more your way. I don't know how to say it. I'll flap my wings. It look like I'm playing ping pong with two paddles. One paddle, one of my hands is up right now. Here comes the whooshes, but if you could allow them to show themselves even more light, it could be nighttime with stars, but they'll be very bright. And here it comes, first of one or two or three whooshes. Here comes the first. I'll make a big inhale in case my microphone's taking away all the noise. There's one, and I know you're in the middle of a vision, but could you use a few words for that first whoosh?
I just feel like a lot of energy coming into my hand, like a cool, cooling energy.
Okay. And let's change the direction of the desert winds and bring in even more earth energy, Gaia, Mother Earth. Here comes more desert in a positive way. And how was that?
Just grounding, safety.
Good. The third one, let the galactic crew, let loving beings, let Audrey Hepburn, Joy, Charlotte, Min, Michael, Archangel Michael, let them show you something extra and a little bit of a reveal for some of your favorite cheerleaders. So if they're light beings, I've got a light being named Grace. If you happen to see orange light, she's enthusiasm, she's fun. Let her bounce around and show you some of your best pals. If there are some that you want a little more on, here comes the bigger whoosh. So it's a final, whether it's Nantucket, it's Hawaii, Aloha, it's something. Here it comes. And you can put your hand down, but leave your eyes shut and enjoy it for another 30 seconds or so. And have them do light symbols to you. So they go beyond English, but you get the understanding. You might be getting a cloak of light symbols. You might be getting a whoosh. Your hair is getting done with light symbols. Anything could be happening. And then there'll be a little gift bag, like you're leaving one of those New York City events where they give you the beautiful gift bag sometimes. But that's for the rest of the audience. That's something you're going to come out with a little speech to start to close us out. And are you having fun? Are you getting to see them a little bit more in detail?
I just see all this color. I'm seeing bright orange and also like this vibrant fuchsia, and it just like am coming into me. It's very playful and fun and a giddy. Like I just want to laugh and play in this energy.
And you can do one more thing. You can have Barbara Brennan come in if you want to see her down by the fire, if there is an oasis still, or however she wants to come in. It maybe just a voice, maybe just say good job or laughter. Okay. And what is she sharing that you can share?
She actually just went like this to me.
Awesome.
It's like really lovely.
I love it. Oh, I better do, I'll do Debbie Ford. I got her earlier for you only because she does all the shadow work. And in a
Mhm.
way, it's parallel or somehow I don't want to
Yes,
like,
it is. We have a shadow card.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm finding her and I'm getting there in just a second. I got two photos of her. I got to just choose. There we go. This is the one. Okay, catch something from Debbie. She's unconditional love, reconciled. We had her sister Ariel Ford on the show early on, around episode 30 or so. Here's Debbie. Catch something private and personal and get a beautiful hug and a compliment. Breathe extra at home if you need extra help or you want more flavor or more detail. Yep. And just say got it when you got all the private stuff.
Got it.
What's her reminder for everyone? You're the relay. You're really good at listening. What's her reminder for everyone watching?
So love yourself.
Okay, now you get an
So
oh,
much love.
do you want Elvis next? Who would say no to Elvis? Is Elvis okay?
Let's do it.
Okay, red, white, or blue?
Blue.
Okay, here he is. I have him in white. Okay, I have him this way. I have him in red. Oh, there's blue. And I have him in red as well. Okay, so here's blue. Get something private. If you do close your eyes, you can see him on stage. He'll be very young and pointing right at you with angels as the choir backup singers. You can hear them singing in the room and you'll get blessed. He was very spiritual. Like he wanted to quit singing, from what I understand. But he'll even give you a mantra. I know we weren't like totally keen necessarily 1,000% on mantras, but he'll give you a saying that is just beautiful. And at some point, can you switch to for all of us, what are you getting?
I just keep hearing his song, Love Me Tender. I hear him saying.
Oh my God, that's awesome. And do you have a final
Maybe it's like loving myself tenderly, you know.
well, if you're doing a good job loving yourself and your love, then everything you touch, see, and do and feel is love. Good luck with that. Thinking kicks in is the only thing that can pull you away from the constant that is love.
Yes.
Do you want MLK, a Native American chief, figure from India, Jesus, Mary, Muhammad? How about Mary? Mary, okay?
Sure.
Okay. So Big Mary, I'm going to show if you're from Ireland, I've learned the hard way. This is the classic painting you have to represent her. We'll lock that in, but I got a modern version in a second. Here's this for anybody at home who has to have the classic way. You're watching in Berlin right now or Ireland. Okay, but I got a better one. I got one that's modern and it's a historical photo. I'm borrowing of someone else. I've only had one person who's so good at touching in. She went straight to the person who's in the shot, the actress. Uh, and that was hilarious. That was her super skill. She's like, I can't use that photo. I got to go back to the drawing. This isn't, oh my God, too many photos. Okay, here we go. So Big Mary, tight with angels. Here we go. This photo, she'll eyes will come even more alive. A smile starts to grow. And so we know photos can't move, but it totally can. And you're going to get rainbow glitter if you allow for it. Pure compassion and light all over. If you want it to flow through you, it'll be like Shaktipots meets Samadhi meets Satori. They all got married and had a puppy. Okay, here we go. Here's Big Mary. And really feel it, allow for it. Let us know when the photo moves for you a little.
I really feel this in my body.
Oh, good. And if anyone's resisting, they'll get the glitter, rainbow glitter, like you're at the Macy's cosmetics counter. You know how women's makeup sometimes has glitter? Pretend a fan hit it, and the rainbow glitter just went all over the shop. You'll get it on the peripherally only, like left and right, the peripheral. But if you're at all in the brain. But as soon as you let go, you can have like a snowstorm of rainbow glitter. You don't have to vacuum later. Nobody writes mean notes to me. I'm not responsible if you do have to vacuum for 5 days. Okay. Are you getting a little bit of rainbow light, a little bit of rainbow glitter around you?
Yeah, I feel it all in my house.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Have her share something very personal with you. Here, good job on the path. You don't have to know what you're going to request of her in about 100 angels. You'll hear how many privately. But for 2026, make a request, say, sock it to me, make it so, however you like to roll. Hear it acknowledged, like a coat check. You get the little plastic tab, and there'll be a number on the plastic tab, by the way, probably source card number. Boom.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. And then can Mary share something with all of us for humanity and for relaxing more and trusting there's a bigger plan, that we're safe, we're protected?
Mm. Yeah, she's just saying it's so important to connect, to do like this regularly. It's not a one-shot deal. It's like connect, like I just felt like, did you say doves? I don't know if you said that. Birds,
I
doves?
didn't say
You
doves,
didn't say
but
that.
you did.
Okay, I have doves like all over the place, like all around me, and I just felt her energy in every cell of my body. And then I just was, she was just like, you need to be doing this like all the time, like regularly, like just tuning in, connect in this way regularly, That's how you're going to have more peace because it's like going to the gym to build a muscle. You don't go one time, so yeah, I like that advice. I'll take it.
In a second, you've done a ton of shows, and you guys are so, you and Alexander are really at the top of your game, especially communication and again, helping others. So you're going to close this out in a second, but I'm going to buy you 30 more seconds. You got a bonus photo. It's the same parallel structure, though. I'm borrowing from an Italian actress from the 50s who's
Oh,
really elegant and amazing, but it represents an angel named Isabel who's intercom. This photo definitely will move, and you're going to feel her like a solar flare, top to bottom. While she's intercom, she has an extra skill. She can help you expand your bandwidth on some front. You don't play tennis, you want to play tennis. You're an intuitive healer, but your hands have never worked on Tuesdays. She can get them to work on Tuesdays if you're open to it.
oh,
So
interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
you can hear what it is privately. You're not going to share it out loud. But here comes Isabel, Isabel. And the only way I know to describe her is the ocean. If you live by the ocean, Santa Barbara, or it's Long Island, you know that once every 90 days you go out at 5 a.m., you'll see a mirror. No wind, no waves. She's like that, or a pond that's glass. Here she is. You'll feel her top to bottom. And this is Isabel, intercom. Have a little dialogue back and forth. Get whooshed like you're on stage singing in front of a really good crowd and you're feeling the crowd. And are you seeing her smile more and more in the photo?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, get something private, but have her really lay it on the line for all of us, mankind, humanity. What else do we need to know?
Well, only are you asking me out loud? Am I saying this?
Yeah, what'd she say to
I
tell
mean,
you to tell
she's
us?
like telling me that like as myself as an example, only I hold myself back.
Mm.
So we're the ones that hold ourselves back from whatever it is that we want in life.
Well, let's have you close us out with, let's take it from there. And what else?
Mm. So, when we empower ourselves, when we activate our truth, our authenticity, is like that's when everything really opens up and the world is our oyster. And synchronicity and serendipity and magic happens on a regular basis when we are really playing in our energy field and playing because we are here to play a game. So, um, playing our cards right, activating what, our own purpose, our greatest excitement, and our greatest passions in life, and doing what's like in alignment with, the individual, with myself, you with yourself. It's being in alignment and being empowered and activated in oneself, and it just the miracles and the magic just unfold effortlessly. So
Beautiful. Vicky, great having you on the show. Look forward to you all coming back whenever you'd like. And it's been super fun.
thank you so much. It's always a pleasure and so much fun to be with you, Michael. So thank you.
Thank you.